The market has closed today significantly lower than it was when it opened. There are a lot of people talking about the idea that tariffs are but a tax on the American consumer. Are these people justified in their concern?
I don't think really. I mean, you're talking about the left saying this. So that's really interesting considering they want to raise the corporate tax rate back up to the old rates of, 35+%. Well, if taxes are a tax on the consumer, then if you raise corporate taxes back up, obviously they're going to have to raise prices on consumers. So they can't have it both ways and say the tariff is a tax, but the corporate raising the corporate tax rate's not. Look, we finally have a president that's willing to take on China. We've been in a trade war for the past 10 years plus, and people just haven't been fighting back. The Chinese have been a predatory trading partner against the whole world, especially the United States, with lots of theft, and it's a real problem. And finally, a president that's willing to take it on at political risk. This is a lot of risk for President Trump to do this, but he's not going to worry about it. The long-term benefit to the United States is much greater than the short-term gain in his mind, and he's basically said that.
Right, and I think too, and this is where I come from. And I always explain to our viewers that philosophically I'm anti-tariff. If you look at the history of how tariffs worked under President Obama or how tariffs worked under President George W. Bush, but if tariffs are leverage, if they are a tactic of negotiation in order to get a fair trade deal, I'm open to the idea that that's a legitimate tactic versus what the Obama administration or what the Bush administration did. But what I'm really struck by in the reaction from the left is looking at their platform for the 2020 presidential election. They've been supportive of Obamacare, which has raised a lot of people, middle class and lower income Americans, taxes. They're in favor of sin taxes on everything from cigarettes to soda pop to plastic bags to plastic straws. They want to raise taxes on the rich. They want gun taxes. They want taxes on every healthcare related thing you can think about. They don't care, by the way, when increased minimum wage essentially is passed on, that cost is passed on to the consumer. So it's really hard for me to believe in this situation that the Democrats, who actively say we want to repeal President Trump's tax reform plan of 2017, that they care about an increased cost being passed on to the American consumer.
Oh, they don't at all. I mean, they've never seen a tax they don't like, except for this one, of course, because President Trump's the one doing it. They will do anything against President Trump. They don't want him to have a win. It's really sad. I mean, this is so important to the economy. It's so important to the United States long term. And everybody should be united against what's happening with China and on the side of what President Trump's trying to do. But they just can't bring themselves to do it because everything's about 2020. There's nothing about putting the country first. It's all about the election of 2020. And that's what it's all about. And unfortunately, that's really bad for Americans and that's really bad for the country.